will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to pass. It's Schultz. A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Garcia. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. Finds his man. It's Davis. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Finds his man. It's Garcia. There he goes. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. It's Hendricks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback,
trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to Johnson. Breaks the tackle.
you love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a man on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally the Boilermakers will hustle to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Schultz. Using the quick game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Garcia. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Black. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure coming. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Garcia. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Scarlet Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And this This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line getting set on second down. The handoff to Johnson. Oh, he got loose. Oh, he broke out another move. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the single back.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Calls his own number. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him and to keep the drive alive.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Looking for the tie with the extra point. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Schultz. Finds his man down the middle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The give is to Garcia. Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. To the ground, put the back. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking left. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
The give to the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
He'll take it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Boilermakers are on the move. From the gun, the ground game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Johnson. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Red pass hits complete. Open space at the 25. Got a lot of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Schultz. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Using his feet. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Quarterback keeps it.
Run play with the quarterback. He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Purdue.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, Rutgers.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
28, Rutgers 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Jackson will throw. Got his man downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Throws to the back. This time it's complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hendricks. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Cal is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time. They're up by 28 over UNLV. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but
going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Schultz. Grabs it in the middle. Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Scarlet Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. He might want another play. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Number 94, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
second down, they'll go to the air. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They're facing a third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got a man, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here. Excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer. And how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Jackson will throw. It's caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's looking to throw. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Snagged on the outside, it's Black. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. Looking to throw on first down. kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions,
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Back to pass, it's Schultz. Quick strike complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's done.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take...
Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hendricks.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
This is a designed run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept